Would you look who it is? Johnny Key, welcome back to the vlog. How are you doing?
I'm great.
We just got to the hotel. I'm here with
Johnny Key. I feel great. A little scared about what's gonna happen at night, but I feel good. He needs me. Let's go, Luke! Come on! Luke Talbot. What a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. It's episode like 55, maybe? I don't even know. What episode is it, Johnny?
Dude, it's episode 55. How did you not know that?
Kelly's scratching at my door. Hold on. Here she
Callie!
Why, hello there. What
Welcome,
are you doing?
Callie.
Welcome to the Blonde Boys Run, Callie. Did you want to join us? Nah, she's just walking around my room. She's just sniffing. Actually, you can see her leaving.
Oh,
She said, I'm not here for the podcast, apparently. All good, though. We got a great little one to talk about today. My main thoughts, actually, were to discuss why Johnny's eating mustacholi at 10 a.m. in the morning. That's brekkie?
That's brekkie for today. Well, here's the thing. I got rotisserie chicken in the fridge, a half-eaten rotisserie in the fridge that needs to be eaten today. And then, I had the pasta leftovers from 2 nights ago, so that needs to be eaten today. And then I also have a sandwich that probably needs to be eaten today or tomorrow. And so, my eggs are fine, but I got to eat the pasta now. Plus, time to carbo load. I got to run in 2 hours. Actually, I don't have to run in 2 hours. I get to cross train in a little bit.
Oh, lucky bastard. Yeah. It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
I'm debating whether or not I should cross train tomorrow because I'm supposed to work 1 to 5 tomorrow, but I just got a text saying that the person opening tomorrow isn't feeling too good, so we needed somebody to open instead. So I said I'll open if somebody doesn't mind taking my 1 to 5. And to be honest, kind of a vibe. I can go in, open, be done by 9, and I have the entire rest of the day. Plus I'm off this weekend. I'm like, I'll take that. I will take that. So I'm opening tomorrow.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Yeah, absolutely. We're streaming tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Let's go. That's perfect.
Are we gonna? What time are you gonna be available tomorrow? That's the real question. Because either I'm streaming Minecraft in the morning, or I'll stream Fortnite. We'll stream some ranked ballistic, but just depends on what your schedule
Minecraft
is.
morning, Friday afternoon. We could ball out. Saturday we could ball out too. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we can ball out on Saturday.
Unfortunately, why unfortunately?
Well, because I'm not going to the meet, so.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a meet this weekend. Well, why don't we jump into talking about running, given that this is a running podcast, and indoor track season is upon us. I hope that's not a piece of hair in your pasta.
It's a piece of hair. I think it's fine. I think we're good.
That's the worst feeling ever when you pull out a long piece of hair. I'm just like, shit, I don't know if this is mine or not because my hair's so long.
Luke, we know it's not a female, so that's for sure.
That's a good point. What was I gonna say? I got my mind going a million miles an hour right now. Yeah, so indoor track season's upon us. One of the things I wanted to pick your brain about, and we can talk about your guys' meet a little later on in the episode, but one of the things I really want to talk about is, do you think that indoor track is good for the sport? This is a loaded question, but...
Do I think indoor tracks... I don't know. That's actually a great question. Because in my head, the season runs from, the running season runs from, August to, May. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you get, summer as a little break. Because, I feel like every sport needs a little break. But, in the professional field, they just go bang, 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 bang. No breaks. They run during summer. So
well,
I think...
they run during summer, but they have fall off. Jakob and Cole.
Oh, that's true.
You're not really, yeah. They're not racing right now. They're not going to start racing until indoor. So they run indoor season through summer and end at the end of summer.
That's true. So I think it's good for the sport, and as for us it's good because we don't have summer, and for them it's good because they don't have they don't have whatchamacallit. They don't have cross country. So I think it's good as long as there's a break in between. You know what I mean?
Okay, so my next question being viewership wise, what do you think we could do to improve indoor track and field? Because while I think indoor track and field, I would agree with you. Indoor track and field, I think overall is a good thing. But when we look at indoor track and field as a whole, let's talk about the pro scene for a second here. What's the biggest pro racing meets indoor wise?
Uh,
My point exactly. You have the Milrose Games. Name me a single other meet. There are none. You just race at the Armory. You go to Boston, you race at the Armory, and it's just whatever weekend's going on. Besides Melrose, there are no other big indoor meets. Thoughts?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, it's true, but yeah, it's true. It's true.
So I think what we really should try to look for is we have a whole new track circuit going on, right?
Hmm.
Uh we have what is it called again?
Grand Slam track.
Grand Slam track and field. Thank you. We have Grand Slam coming in. They're doing their big outdoor races. I would love to see a world in which they do some big indoor races now that they have the names because I feel like when we look at indoor track and we'll talk about the collegiate scene in a second here, but when you look at the pro scene, like I said, you have the Milrose Games, and then you literally just have individual races at the Armory that have like no meaning to them. There's no want to make a mile at any of those. There's no 3K world record breaking performances. You just have people going out there to run fast times because it's a fast track. But I really think that like indoor track and field could be a great way to elevate the sport because if you think about the events that we have, all of these events, the mile, the 3K, the DMR, like these events are fascinating races that you can really get into. Granted, the 5K, I love watching the 5K personally, but because it's so many laps, it's a little bit harder to get behind. I think the 3K is like the perfect long distance event because it's quick. You're done in 7, 8 minutes. And you can really watch everything go down in that 7 and 8 minutes as long as we're not cutting to ads in the middle of the broadcast. But I just feel like there's so much more we could do with the indoor track and field scene that I feel like we're not capitalizing on, especially with how many indoor tracks there are. There's a lot of indoor track facilities, not nearly as many as track facilities, but there are very nice ones. You don't just have to race in Boston. Granted, it's the fastest track, so I get it why they would want to. But if we're
Yeah.
only gonna race at Boston, then put on some big meets and like do some crazy things. Like, I don't know. I just feel like when we talk about indoor track and field, I feel like it could be so much more. And I think that's what we're kind of losing out on because if you look at the pro scene, they have the Milrose Games and that's it. Like, there's just
Yeah.
nothing else going on. Thoughts?
No, so you're like more concerned about the pro scene than the college scene and indoor track.
I'm concerned about the college scene as well. What's the what are the biggest indoor college races?
The NCAA track and field championships.
My point exactly. NCAA's is the only important track meet in indoor. There is no other indoor track meet that I actually will go and watch. I couldn't
Yeah.
name you a single other indoor track meet. You have the what is it called? Like the BU opener at the end of cross country season. And that's
Yeah.
it. And then we don't care until track season comes around. So it's like or until well yeah, track season comes around, but until nationals for indoors.
Hmm.
I just feel like there's just not much going on, and it really does hurt because there's not these big, distance carnival esque races. You don't have Nutty Comb, you don't have Cowboy Jamboree, you don't have Chili Pepper. Like those are all, not as big as obviously Nutty Comb's going to be or pre Nats even, but those are still big races that we all can like. I can list those off as we talk about it. Versus indoor track, who knows? Like
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like with indoor track, it's kind of hard because, like, even though there's not as many like tracks, I feel like there's like specific tracks that people want to run on. You know what I mean? And especially,
Absolutely.
bro, with Colorado and the crazy like conversions you get, because the like you're just trying to get times and
Hmm.
for like championships during the season, and the conversions you get at some of these tracks are just like insane, ridiculous, like should not exist. Like don't quote me on the Colorado School of Mines track,
Hmm.
but that conversion is like it's astronomical. Like I do think it's like 30 seconds or something like that. like something like for a 3K.
Okay.
Like you're telling me practically a whole nother lap is the time conversion for a 3K. I
Yeah,
get it's at altitude. I don't know if it's flat or whatnot, but like that is criminally
it's a lot.
insane. Yeah, dude, it's like holy frick. So you're telling me a guy who runs 9 flat there is gonna run an 8:30? Like I don't know. It's just kind of insane. But I don't know. Indoor is I feel like everyone uses it as like the same. Like you kind of train through it per se. Like you definitely train through the first few meets, that's for sure.
Hmm.
But like I mean, everyone's just trying to get ready for outdoor because that's kind of what everyone cares about.
So do you think that there's, I guess I shouldn't say do you think, I should say, are there any ideas or anything that you think you would change or could change that would improve indoor, whether it comes to competitiveness or viewership or just longevity wise? What would you do to try to improve indoor? Because I'll let you think about it as I kind of start off. Because I think the big
Yeah,
one
you
for
go ahead.
me, I think the big one for me is just broadcasting these races for free. If you made these races free to watch, the viewership would explode. I want to see Parker Wolf. I want to see, well, Parker Valby no longer, but I would have loved to see Parker Valby. Like, think about all the people that have already graduated: Cry Robinson, Nico Young, Parker Valby, Caitlin Toohey, all these big names that we were in college when they were, or well, at least I was. You were probably in high school as they were getting into college. These big names, I would have loved to see them race and be able to go back and rewatch footage of them racing. Think about the people that have already went through, like Grant Fisher and Evan Jager, like all those people that are already, well into their pro careers, if not at the edge of retiring. Matthew Centrowitz, like, what if we could have rewatched all their footage from racing? Like, the fact that we can't watch these streams for free is criminal. And I get that, like, you can't watch football for free, you can't watch basketball for free. But guess what? We're not nearly as big as football or basketball. And if you want to get to that point, you need to do something about it. And I think it just ruins it because we can't watch it. If you make it easily accessible, grow the sport, and then put a paywall behind it, at least you have the viewership that wants it or a large enough audience. But we have a tiny audience to begin with. So
Yeah, you calling out flotrack?
fuck flotrack. I'll have to blur that out. God dang it. I should have said that. Ah, I'll have to
No,
blur that.
nah. I mean, I do think it's I like to be honest, I don't know. Track is just one of those sports where it's like, how big can the viewership really get for it? Besides like the Olympics and stuff. But I do agree with not like charging people to like watch it. Like I think that would be a great start to get people watching. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of people, even if they don't watch it live, they'll like rewatch races. And I know every single one of my teammates, they get on the treadmill, they get on the elliptical, they like cross train something. They literally pull up races, like just old races, and watch those. So it's like they should live stream it. They should like cut it down. And I get sometimes they do cut down the footage of and show like certain races, but I just feel like if they broadcasted and promoted fewer races, which I have seen like a few. Oh, excuse me, promotions. Like the UW one that happened last weekend or whatnot. Like I was able to watch that race, but I still see what you mean. How FlowTrack has everything behind a paywall, and it's like, who's gonna pay that? Like you gotta like if you're not paying it, like 99% of people will not pay for it. Like it's just I'm not gonna pay for it just because it's I shouldn't have to. It's not that big of a sport to where I should have to pay.
The people that
Um,
are paying for it are the people that are in the races and want to watch themselves race. That's the only people
exactly,
that are paying for it.
exactly, exactly. Or parents watching, bro. Like that
Yeah.
is literally it.
And
That's
that's
that's it.
criminal. That is
Yeah,
criminal.
it is. I agree. I agree.
I think what you were saying though about the fact that like how big can the sport get? I think we can see like how big the sport can get when you turn the Olympics on. What is the most viewed sport in the Olympics? It's track and field. I mean, it literally has the most viewership. And it's not just distance. Granted, I think distance brings in a ton of viewership, but if you consider how many different sports are in track and field between throwing, jumping, sprinting, and distance running,
Mhm.
and then on top of that, you have specific, hurdling, triple jump, high jump, long jump, all these different things, different types of throws, hammer, javelin. Holy crap, I'd love to watch javelin. I wish I knew who was throwing javelin and I could be like fans of these people. But we don't get any of that. There is so much possibility in the sport of track and field, and indoor is one of the best times to capitalize on it because you just start the new year off. You're building the interest going into track and field, and everything is tight. It's all in one stadium. You literally can set up all these different cameras. You don't have to worry about weather. You don't have to worry about freezing in there because you're in a put like little dome in most cases. Everything's all
Yeah.
around you. All you need is four cameras, one person on each one, two commentators. Go back and forth between everything. It's really not that difficult. And I get like sometimes, commentators are terrible. Sometimes the cameras don't show anything that you want to see. It's not an easy thing to learn, but you got to start somewhere. I'd rather have one camera just zoom in on different things going on and one person talking every 15 minutes. That's fine with me. At least I can see what's going on. At least I can see when Parker Wolf goes out and tries to destroy a record. Granted, he's now no longer at Harvard, but you get the point. Ethan Strand going out and trying to break a record. Oh, not Parker. That's Graham Blanks. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just said Parker and Ethan and then thought I was talking
Ah,
about Graham. For some reason, I thought I said
I
Graham.
was just gonna let you go.
No, it caught up, and I was like, I meant to say Graham, but I didn't say Graham. Yeah, but you get my point.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It would be
It would be.
nice.
It would be nice. And
But
yet here we are.
granted, they do like release some races, but then again, it's like it's not
Far and
live.
few between.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And you might get like a championship 3K, but like what if I wanted to watch the 800? Then I can't get it. Like cuz they rarely release the entire live stream. They'll release like a specific a race, like a heat of the 3K. What if I want to watch the B heat? What if I want to watch the women's heat? What if I want to watch the 800? It's like those are all
Yeah.
difficult to find. So it's like
No, that is true. That is true.
it's a little criminal if you ask me, but I don't know.
No, it
Any
is.
other ideas of what we could do to help indoor at least, at the very least?
I mean, not really, bro. It's. I mean, it's hard whenever flotrack has a foothold in it, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just I don't know. It's tough because all they want to do is drive profits, and so it's tough to pitch an idea where you're gonna lose money before you make money.
Well, I do think that a big part of it also comes down to the NCAA and the way they run these events. Like, if a school signs up to host an event, how tied in are they with ESPN, with FlowTrack, with NCAA? Can these schools host events and say, we're going to broadcast it on our own YouTube channel and we're going to let it be free for everybody to watch? Does FlowTrack come in and say, no, we have exclusive streaming rights to every NCAA event and we're not going to let you do that? Does the NCAA step in and say, you can't do that? We have contracts that stop that from happening, because I don't know the answer to that. I don't know how that works because obviously there are Division Two events that I can watch for free. I'm sure there are D1 races that you can also watch for free, but I don't know what the legality is behind the scenes because we could realistically just be like saying, all right, well, if Harvard's going to host a race at the BU indoor track, like, can we get them to put cameras up and live stream it to their YouTube channel? Or is FlowTrack saying behind the scenes, nah, we're not going to let that happen? That's something that I would also like to know the answer to, but I just simply don't know.
I mean, I know it's not like exclusive. Like I know ESPN kind of has like they put some of their meets on like ESPN Plus or whatnot
Mm,
for people to watch. So it's not like it's not it's not like just them, you know what I mean? But I'm these are races to where it's like, all right, like who's gonna be there? You know, who's really gonna be there?
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's tough to bring in. It's tough to have like people watch something to whereas like there's not any like notable names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like people you know or whatnot. But I mean, there's got to be a way. I mean, I think there's a lot more viewership like back then than it is now. You know?
It's probably a good chance, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I mean, and even outdoor track, bro, you watch the Oregon meets or whatever, there's a million empty seats.
Yeah.
Is that because they overcharge for seating? Probably.
Is it also because nobody wants to go to that spot in Oregon to freaking watch a race? There's
Yeah,
like
but
the hotels are insane to pay for.
yeah,
Like it's not there's
yeah.
nothing going around there besides the Nike HQ is down the road. But like why else would you want to go to that part of Oregon? Like Eugene, Oregon's not really that nice. From at least from what I hear. But I don't know.
I don't know. Just the way that it was back then when it's like jam packed to where it is now, to where it's like, oh, it's this massive meet and like it's not even relatively close to being sold out just because like I don't know, you just don't have anyone that is interested in paying $50 to go watch a track meet because it's just
That's
like why it's ridiculous. Why would you pay $50? And even like tickets should not be that expensive. Like whenever my brother went to Drake Relays, it was on the day before all the like good races. It's still $35. And it's like,
that's
I,
insane. Yeah. That's
how is this
insane.
$35? Like I don't know. It just I don't know, bro. It's like people try to drive profits, but it's like hurting the sport, and
It is.
it can't grow because who wants to pay money to watch a C tier like sport? You know, it's like
On
who
on
wants to
top of
do
the
that?
fact that you're not watching something like the NBA where you're watching two teams go back and forth for 2 hours, you're watching one event that might, if you're lucky, last 12 minutes, and you're watching it for one person. You don't care about the entirety of the school and all the athletes that are there racing or competing, throwing, jumping, all that stuff. You're just going
Yeah,
for normally one or two individuals, and the races aren't that long. And a lot of times they're not even racing on the same day. You're doing different days for your races. So it's like it's insane. It really is. I mean, it definitely
yeah.
does not help for sure, but yeah. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it for a while. Thought we could talk about it in the episode. I would love to know about the UMSL team where they're headed out this Saturday.
Hey, big Illinois college meet, which I hear that it's actually like gonna be bigger than we thought it was gonna be. So that'll be good. That'll be good for all the guys going to their first indoor meet. Um,
Give me the
most
highlights.
highlights. I mean, everyone, bro. I think most people are doing mile 3K.
Okay.
So that'll be a little fun to see. So we get a little Emma Johnson, Caleb Leach show off in in the mile.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but I don't know. I hope last year Illinois College hosted like a last chance before conference meet. Um, and they live streamed that, and so I'm hoping that they live stream it on Saturday so I can watch.
That'd be
Um,
nice.
watch and be sad as I just eat in my bed. But no, I'm excited for everyone. I just wish I was going.
Who else is not going besides you? Any notable names? Oh.
Everyone's
Oh.
going, bro.
Seb is
Everyone's going
racing?
except me. Yeah, I
That's
think
what I
he's
like
just
to
doing the
hear.
3K. To be honest,
Okay. Are they on different days or same day?
same day.
Nah, yeah, that's rough to be honest. I would not want to double 3K mile the same day. That sounds brutal.
Yeah, yeah. I did it once, and maybe the norm attack for an hour helped, but um,
Ah, that's
yeah,
funny.
it's definitely tough. It's definitely I don't even know how the meet schedule works, but whenever I did it, it was 3K first and then mile second, and I think that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, you
Uh,
definitely. I'd rather do the longer distance first.
but I mean, we shall see. I'm excited to watch. I just wish I was there to watch in person. So
Of course. I mean, that is like the toughest part about being injured is not being able to attend these races. But what is the next one at our little indoor track that we love so much?
yes, Principia College, which hopefully, if I'm good by then, your boy will be the first leg of one of our DMRs.
Let's go. You're a 1200 leg?
Yes, sir. Going up against
Wow.
going up against the mid D squad. Got to represent Long D. Um, yeah. So
I think you take that.
I don't know, dude. At
Well,
1200.
who do you say? Caleb is one of them, right?
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
God, Caleb in the
I know.
1200. Caleb's actually been running too.
I know. And like they've been like like doing like quick stuff. Like I haven't done quick stuff in 10 months.
Same here, man. Same here.
I don't know, bro. So it's sheer willpower, but I'm not even worried about that. I just if I'm on the track, that's what
That's what
matters.
matters, as long as you're on the
Yeah,
track. Are you?
especially
Would you just DMR or would you do more than that? Ah!
um no, I do something more than that. Well, hopefully I defend my 3K title.
Oh yeah, the classic.
The
Sandbag and go
classic.
for the win, baby.
Yeah, let's. I don't know if I'm in that. That's a whole nother thing. It's like I want to be on the track, and I don't want to get upset whenever I see times, and I'm like, dude, that's just not me. That's not me.
Whenever you run like
Um,
a 9:15 and you're just like, oh
if I run a
no.
nine, no, I will not run a 9:15. I am like currently, I'm not in that bad of shape, and
Okay.
sheer willpower, that will not happen. Um, but hey, we just gonna wait and see and hope and pray and just keep doing what I'm being told to do. So
Are you
it's just
still
tough,
on?
bro.
Well, of course. Are you still on the running workouts and cross training easy runs?
Yeah. Well, coach tried to add a long run on Sunday, and I should have stopped at 12, but I was being dumb and I did 14. And then I paid the
Ooh.
price Monday, paid the price Tuesday whenever I couldn't do the workout. Like I couldn't warm up. Like
Mm.
it was just gonna explode and turn into summer after Lindenwood. So I just had to hold back. And they I went to the trainers and they told me I should look at orthotics or whatnot for my feet because they're like, not only are your feet the most weird things I've ever seen in my life, but they are the
Yep.
flattest feet I've ever seen in
Yep.
my entire life.
But yeah, you have no
So they're
arch.
like,
No arch at all.
your feet like do not help you. Like that's probably where your stuff's coming from. So I'm like, frick. And I can just tell because like I had like a whole foot. It was more a toe routine, but like I had a whole like foot routine that I was doing, and then I stopped doing it. So I already know coach is like, oh, well, maybe if he would have just kept doing that, he'd be fine. But I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. I might
Are you
look into it.
are you still doing your
But
barefoot runs?
I laid off of it. Like the past few days, I didn't want to put any like pressure
That makes
on it.
sense. You got your toe
Uh,
spacers.
yeah, I will start wearing those again. It's just like, oh, it sucks, bro. It
Johnny,
is my fault,
I
but like
know,
it's
I
not my
know.
fault. It's my fault, but it's not my fault. I was not made this way. Yet yesterday at church, I forget what the pastor said, but he was like, I'm almost 60, and he's like, and I don't even want to know what my body is gonna feel like whenever it's 70. It already feels rough, and he's like, I know some of you older folks and even some of you 25 year olds feel that same way. And I just see Caleb and Emmett just start staring at me. Like, dude, I don't know. I
That's
don't
too
know.
funny.
Yeah, but frick, dude. It's been so long. It's been so long. Like I don't care if I get absolutely gapped, at least at the start. But like I just
You
want to
just want to feel
be.
something? You just want to feel
I just
something?
want, yes, bro. I just want to feel something. It's not fair, bro. And like I don't know. I don't know. I just I hate going to practice and people are just like, "Oh, are you running today?" No, no, I'm not. What's wrong? No, my shin. And it's just repetitive.
You should
And
just
here's
get another.
another thing. I don't know how much longer my hip's gonna flipping hold out either. So it's like, oh, whenever my shin's gonna come around, then oh, what are we gonna do with the hip? Are we gonna get another shot? Are we gonna get plasma? What are we gonna do?
That's literally what I was gonna say. You thinking about getting another shot soon?
Yeah, but I mean, frick, dude. Give me a shot in my shin or something.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what? Excuse me. At this point, if it makes you feel any better, you're closer to being healthy than I am. So
Go, baby. About 8 months in the making now. Not even eight
yeah, that's
months.
tough.
That's less, but June, July, August, September, November, December, January, I guess. I don't know. I haven't ran a race in 7 months, dude. I need it. I need it.
Did you just skip October? I feel like you just said June, July, August, September,
August,
November,
September.
December.
I did skip October.
Okay, I thought I was hearing something. I was like, wait a second, did you just not say October?
So
That's
like
okay.
7 to 8 months. Um, yeah, I
That's
I'm
brutal.
losing it. I'm losing it over here, bro.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
I understand, unfortunately, because
yeah,
I'm also losing it. Granted,
yeah,
I've been running all right. Like I did 7 this morning. It was slippery out. It
good.
was snowing while I was running at 5 a.m., which was interesting. But got in my 7 miles. I think we're at like 23 miles on the week right now.
Huge. That's huge.
Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, I mean, depending on how the next few days are looking, I might be down. I did a 6 mile run on the treadmill. It was 45 minutes, and I wanted to just end it all. Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
dude. 45 minutes on the treadmill is brutal. But, you know, 45 minutes on the
got it
treadmill
done.
going slow just sucks. Like, I was going
Yeah.
7:30 pace, and I was just like, ugh. I was going
Are
through
you a
it.
music? Are you a music or like a
Yeah.
video guy?
I would do videos if like I had a good one, but I don't want to spend an hour like scrolling through YouTube trying to find a good video. So I just get on, put music in, and then once like I get like if I can like lock in and start like listening to music, like I cover up the screen so I can't see how long I've been going for or anything like that. And
Yeah.
then if I can like get into like a good playlist or something, like I can kind of lock in. But like once I start thinking about it and like I get into a bad couple songs, like I'll have to switch off and go to like YouTube or something because I'm just like
Yeah.
I got a TV right in front of me too. I can literally put like Netflix on the TV if I wanted to, but I don't know. It's just like it's hard to like watch like a TV show or like a movie while running. Like it's not easy
Yeah.
to like really focus. So I don't know.
I get that. I get that.
But
Unfortunately,
yeah, we're depending on
we're
how
broken.
yeah, seriously, depending on oh my God, baby Yoda. Hold on.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I have my other
Messing with
baby Yoda, my Lego baby Yoda over there, but
huge.
huge indeed. But yeah, no, I depending on how this weekend looks like weather-wise, I may or may not be running or on the like I don't really want to run on the treadmill tomorrow. So like if it doesn't look good, I might just jump on the bike cuz I have to be at work at 5:45. So it means I have to be
Yeah.
leaving here at 5:30. If I wake up at 4, it gives me an hour and a half to wake up, do whatever, shower, pack, leave by 5:30, and that's difficult already.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see,
get it.
but
I get it.
yeah, well, that's kind of all I really wanted to touch on today, unless you have anything else you want to.
I got nothing else, dude. I really have to go to the bathroom
I was wondering why you're shaking over there.
now.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we can wrap it up here. We hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We'll be back next week with another one. Next week we'll probably recap how the boys did. We'll talk a little bit more about Principia, how Johnny's feeling, and then hopefully how I'm doing, because hopefully next week I'll be locked in with Arrow. I got to text him this week and make sure that we're pretty much set to go. My last set of
Yes,
X-rays
sir.
next week, so hopefully they go well. And yeah, I get them
Well,
next Thursday. So you guys will no, you won't know. We'll preview it next Thursday because we won't film it after I get them. So it is what it is.
yeah.
But all right, well, we'll see you guys later. Let's Johnny, you can leave if you need to, buddy. I'll close it out. All right, we'll see you guys later. Take care, guys. Love all things. And as Johnny runs away, we're gonna close it out. Peace out.